Aha! There's my honey! I mean, my honeycombs. I wasn't calling you my honey. That would be absurd, but yes, this is fantastic! I'm gonna whip us up some honey cakes right away! You did me a good turn with my devil's honey. I'm thinking I might have another favor to ask, if you've got the time. Seeing as how everyone is talking about battening down the hatches here to protect against the lost, I think we need to stock up on spirits. And I think I might know a spot to get our hands on some perfectly aged wine from the old world. Bess said sure. Grab as many jars of wine as you can find there. We'll celebrate a little while we still have the time. Who knows what'll happen tomorrow?
You return. Excellent. Minister Lockney said I sent you on a fool's errand. But I can see from your expression you bring dark tidings. What did Foreman Musa say? Tell me the miners are all right.
I can't tell you how disappointed I am to hear that. I have failed in my duty to protect the people of Prydwen. The warnings were there, and I allowed them to be ignored. From this moment forward, I will take every precaution to ensure the people of Prydwen are safe, inside and outside these walls. We will start by discovering how this disaster at the mine began. Surely someone saw something.
Such relics are better left in the earth. The ruins of Aeternum hold dangerous secrets that are best left uncovered. We'll need to have Sage Moira study this tablet for answers. If it can even be recovered, I suppose. Excellent. Then please do me one additional favor and bring them to Sage Moira. She knows this island and its secrets far better than I do. But before you go, what of Foreman Musa? I fear to ask after my dear friend. Is she all right? Did she try to send for help? But I received no dispatches at all. This makes no sense. Unless... well... perhaps Minister Lockney will be able to surmise how this occurred. I'm sorry to impose further, but after seeing Sage Moira, could you look for the minister in the town square? Tell him I require his counsel. Urgently.
Ah, I've just seen Elias and learned of the tragedy at the mine. Are you the one who recovered the fragments of this tablet they stumbled onto? Very interesting. Elias said they unearthed this tablet, but it has signs of extensive weathering. Yes. It has clearly been exposed to the elements. I will have to study these fragments more closely. In the meantime, you are new to Prydwen, are you not? Quite a moment to arrive. Do you know our history? On the precipice of Sir Gawain's return to claim the throne, you should learn the significance of this event. Let me tell you the full story. King Artorius arrived on Aeternum 700 years ago to discover a people scattered and divided. Promising order, he united southern Aeternum for the first time since the era of the ancients. The king's rule was built upon the armor-clad shoulders of his sworn knights. Courageous Sir Gawain, fierce Sir Lancelot, and the loyal Sir Galahad. Their valor was tested when hordes of corrupted attacked from the north, guided by none other than the king's fallen advisor, the wizard Myrddin. In the wake of the conflict, King Artorius was gone. Fate unknown as the kingdom crumbled. Lancelot left seeking vengeance, and Galahad to create a new life. But Sir Gawain was heir to the throne. He departed, seeking only divine blessing for his rule. Prydwen was in a dire state, ravaged by war, its people demoralized. It was Minister Lochner who held the town together, safeguarding the throne for Gawain's return. But Surgeon Jay of Ebonscale Reach captured the hearts of the people. After so many dark years, she emerged as a beacon of hope and was appointed Knight Regent. Now the minister informs us he spotted Sir Gawain's sails on the horizon. And we prepare for the true heir to finally come home and claim his throne. Now perhaps you understand how momentous Gawain's return really is, and why it's so worrisome to hear this news from the mine and from the farms. Though Minister Lochner has been keeping it quiet to avoid a panic, we've had quite a few refugees claiming their farms are overrun with lost. But Lochner assures me it's under control. If you have further questions, ask him. I must get to studying these fragments. Let's hope they yield answers.
After so many years without our true leader, it's natural to have doubts. But I assure you, the hour draws near. The bloodline of Artorius will soon sit again upon the throne. What we have endured here pales in comparison with what challenges Gawain has faced in his long journey home. But he has persevered for you, the people of Prydwen. We must ask ourselves, how will we show, nay prove, to our new king that we are as devoted to him as he is to us? When the hour arrives, I know he will find his subjects have remained true. And we will honor him as we once honored Artorius himself! And pledge our undying loyalty.
Ah, our brave newcomer returns. I understand the Knight Regent dispatched you to the mines. A lot to ask of a guest, but it's her prerogative. Do tell, though. I hope the situation there wasn't as dire as it sounded.
She said that, did she?
Well, yes, I do recall receiving at least one dispatch. But her demands were absolutely out of the question. The foremen wanted us to send all our knights to help defend the mines, but that was, of course, impossible. With all the preparations for the return of the true heir, we simply can't dispatch our knights everywhere they're needed. I was preparing to send a few knights, but then I was told that you had been given the task. Oh, by all means, tell her I will come as soon as I finish my vital work on behalf of the true heir, which was proceeding apace before I was interrupted. Tell her it won't be long. And thank you for your service to Prydwen.
Oh dear, he's not with you. That can only mean... Blast that dumbkop! I told him to stay with me today. But no, he had to go to the mines and pick at another rock. I'm sorry too. There will never be another Eddie. I remember the first time he handed me his coat in the rain. Our first... Thank you for bringing me the news. Even if it wasn't what I expected.
Eight, 9, 10. The miner's heirloom picks are all here. All accounted for and in good condition. This will be a big aid to building our defenses. How can I thank you for this? You have my friendship, Rajal Sadak, and my time. And an odd job if you ever have need of one. We are always on the lookout for honest, hard-working people, and you strike me as being one. Let me give you a tip, Rajal Sadak. No one cares where you came from. We care about what you can do. The Regent made me her master builder after she saw my work. Though, she probably regrets that now. Well, I've run into some supply troubles. I was expecting a shipment of stone, timber, and leather this week. Nothing's turned up yet. I fear the poor souls I found to help me may have turned into the lost. Oh? Would you? That'd be most excellent. You'd need to cut trees to gather wood and crush rocks to extract stone. There's a lot to teach you. But you seem up to the task. Great! You brought exactly what I needed. The right type and the right amount. Were you always this resourceful? You're a good person, Rajal Sadak. You're going to do very well here on Aeternum. I hope to see more of you. Have you made friends here? You seem like someone a person would be lucky to call a friend. Back home in Syria, we always repay favors. You've helped me a lot. I hope I can return the favor. Words to live by, Rajal Sadak. You could be knight material, and I want to see you make it through a few more summers at least. Has anyone taught you how to make a sword? I suppose I must do everything around here. I'm sure that once I teach you to make a sword, you'll be able to supply armories. You have that industrious look about you. That's a fine-looking sword, Rashal Sadak. It would almost rival the swords in Syria. I'm not surprised. It's what I've come to expect from you. Drop by at the tavern any time you want to drink, all right? I'll tell you stories of the High King Artorius you wouldn't believe.
You return, but without Minister Lochner. I assume he claimed he was too busy with his preparations? Perhaps it's just as well. As Knight Regent, it may be best if I handle matters personally going forward. While you were away, Foreman Musa visited and related the whole story from the mines. She says the day after the mysterious tablet appeared, lost pirates attacked the mines, seemingly out of nowhere. These pirates could only have come from the Beseth shore to the north. There was a den of brigands there, and now they are apparently lost. This seems to be an alarming trend, and we must find the source of it. I have already dispatched Sir Payne to the north, which is my duty as Knight Regent. Lochner will not be pleased, but perhaps he will now deign to pay me a visit. You are eager and courageous, and it is most welcome. My hope is that you and Sir Payne can deter the pirates from further incursions and discover what drives them. May fortune go with you both.